The Gospel of Mark in the King James Bible refers to Joseph as a carpenter, but the word that Mark himself uses is tekton, Greek for worker or construction worker. Carpenters were very rare in rural Galilee because wood was sparse and very expensive.
What's more, when we listen to the parables of Jesus, we don't get the impression that he was the son of a carpenter at all. In fact, whenever Jesus tries to explain his program of the new kingdom, he uses the vocabulary of agriculture, of the fields, rather than carpentry.
In one story, Jesus speaks of
a grain of mustard seed which a man took and cast into his garden, and it grew and waxed a great tree, and the fowls of the air lodged in the branches of it.
When he sees a fig tree which has not borne fruit for 3 years, Jesus tells the owner,
"Let it alone this year also, till I shall dig about it, and dung it. And if it bear fruit, well, and if not, then after that you should cut it down."
So the impression we get is that Jesus was intimately familiar with the cultivation of Galilean soil, which suggests that Joseph's principal occupation was farming. Now, if that's true, then Joseph too would have suffered under the triple yoke of priestly, Roman, and Herodian taxes. And this may also explain what happened in the next stage of Jesus' young life, and why Mark refers to Jesus and Joseph as a tekton.
For it was here, in Sepphoris, that Herod Antipas, son of King Herod and the new ruler of Galilee, decided to build a vast new city that would rival his father's architectural legacy.
A vast enterprise such as this would have sucked resources and manpower from every corner of Lower Galilee, especially the labor force of nearby hamlets such as Nazareth, and certainly poor farmers such as Joseph, pushed to the edge by backbreaking taxes. Now, we have no proof of this, but it's very possible that Joseph and his son Jesus were employed in the building of Sepphoris as construction workers, which would go a long way in explaining why the Gospels refer to them as tektoi.
While much of ancient Sepphoris today dates from the 3rd and 4th centuries, new excavations in 2006 also uncovered stone pavements and buildings, including the main street, known as a decumanus, that arguably date from the time of Jesus. Some scholars have even suggested that Joseph and Jesus may have been involved in the construction of the theater, which, though smaller than what we see today, was easily the most ambitious project in Herod's city of Sepphoris.